Recently I travelled to the UAE and visited 4 theme parks for the very first time. Parts 1 and 2 were Motion Gate Dubai and Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, whose videos are up on the channel. Go give them a watch if you hadn't had a chance to yet. And this week for episode 3 we are heading across the road to Warner Bros World in Abu Dhabi. This place is beaut.
Good afternoon! I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. And welcome to part 3 of this UAE trip that we're doing here. We're doing the parks in Dubai and we're doing the parks in Abu Dhabi. And this afternoon we are at Warner Brothers. Very, very excited to be here. The entrance is absolutely fantastic. As you can see, you've got some of the characters here and of course the famous Warner Brothers logo. And yeah, we've only got a few hours here today, about 3.5, 4 hours, so I'm not sure we're going to get everything done. If you've watched my part 2, you'll know that we've been over to Ferrari World earlier today, done some rides there, so we've only got a day in Abu Dhabi, so we're just going to do what we can. But yes, let's get on with our time here at Warner Brothers. Like I said, haven't got too much time. I don't know a huge amount, again, about these parks. I understand that it's a massive indoor park, this one. I don't think there's any major coasters here. I think there's one kind of family thrill coaster. And the rest, there's a lot of dark rides and so on. So I'm very excited to get in there, see the theme in. I understand there's going to be some Cartoon Network. There's obviously going to be DC Comics and more. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go in to Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi. Wow. This is absolutely stunning in here. Oh, I'm gonna love this place. I can feel it already. What an entrance, because you kind of come in through that grand entrance. Oh, there's a bubble.
That's what you said. And you know what? What was that?
You kind of come in through that grand entranceway with all the characters and Bugs Bunny statue. And it's all bright in there and very grand, very impressive to come into. And then you just walk into what feels like nighttime. And as you can see here, it's a sky. It's actually a sky. Like the other places we've been to indoors, obviously you can see the ceiling, the air conditioning units. There's been a real effort here to make it look like a night sky, and it genuinely feels like you're outside. It's quite a weird feeling. Like, it's incredible, really. Like, it's just super, super impressive. It genuinely feels like we're walking around outside. What a stunning start to this park. I can tell I'm going to absolutely love this place. So it looks like, sorry, it's quite loud music, terrible place to vlog, but it looks like, from just having a scan, this is obviously the main sort of courtyard area. We've got a stage here, which looks like they're going to do some kind of meet and greets or shows on it, which is really cool. And in each corner, we've got a different themed land, so I can see Cartoon Junction, I can see Metropolis, I can see Gotham, and the lights have just gone down. So I've got a feeling there's going to be a character coming out now, so let's have a look. Well, that is a pretty impressive way to start this park. Walking in there and seeing it all in that sort of dim lighting is already impressive enough. And then Superman, Lois Lane coming out for meet and greets and taking photos and stuff now. But that music blaring out. That's awesome start to this place, absolutely awesome. So I think what we're gonna do, like I said, we've only got 3 and a bit hours tops. I think that's just the 3 lands. I'm not sure if there's another one in the corner, but we'll figure that one out. First, we're going to go to Metropolis, and we're going to go in here. I understand there's a few rides in there, but I think the Justice League ride is in here, and that's the one that I want to do the most. So let's head in to Metropolis. Okay, so walking in here is still very much the same, that kind of nighttime feel. Oh, this is just awesome. I can see they've got a Superman ride here, Superman 360. Looks like it's going to be some kind of simulator. But just in front of me, I can see a building that looks like it's going to be Justice League. So we're going to head there first. This place is blowing my mind so far.
Get ready, everyone! It's time for Bobby to unnecessarily mention Universal Orlando in his vlogs again.
Wow, wow, wow. That was amazing. Like, the closest thing you can get to Spider-Man and Transformers is very, very similar. I thought that was a world-class dark ride. Very, very similar to the ride vehicles of Spider-Man and Transformers, but there are loads of practical sets in there. Genuinely moments where I was actually in awe, like some of the practical sets in there, lighting falling down and sparking and stuff like that. That was fantastic. The screen quality was also very good, not on the levels of, you know, Disney or Universal, but very, very close, and easily the best screens out of any ride we've done here in this country so far. Fun, onboard audio, lots of action scenes. Like I said, practical sets were amazing. I wish it was a little bit louder in there. There's definitely a theme around here, and I'm not sure if that's just common, that some of the rides and the lands and so on just seem a little bit quiet. You just want it to be a little bit more like, I don't know, like booming in there, especially considering all the action going on. But yeah, that was, in my opinion, a world-class dark ride. By far my favourite ride I have done in this country so far. Right, now it's time to have a go on Green Lantern Galactic Odyssey, I think it's called. It's a flying theatre. Now, flying theatres are known for being a bit painfully slow when it comes to load and unload, and we don't have much time. But we're going to give it a go. I love a flying theatre, so let's go check this one out. Oh my God, that was the wildest flying theatre I have ever done. That was so much fun. It did, as expected, take forever to load. And it was at the point where it was like, why have we done this? Because we've got no time at all. It was crazy. It shaped you around. It was obviously all about Green Lantern, and you went to different areas, and then of course something goes wrong. But you get thrown around, you really feel like you're dropping. There's smells in there, there are water effects. Like, you know, I know a lot of flying theatres do that, but there was a few times where genuinely I was holding on quite tight because the drops were really good, and it like shook from side to side. It may not have that emotional impact that soaring does with that music especially, but that was absolutely fantastic. Completely wild flying theatre. I thought whilst I was here, look, we've got like a studio backdrop. Okay, so we have now walked into the Gotham area, and this is, again, it's really cool. It doesn't look like they've done the sealed part of Gotham, but it still looks really cool. You've got loads of feeling back here. You've got the sound of like a rumble and a train coming from above on one of the bridges. Harlequin's confection store, which looks like a sweet shop. This area is really impressive. It really is. One thing that is really sad about today is it looks like Riddler's, that crazy disco coaster, is not open today. I saw it as soon as we came in and my heart sank. That's twice a day after Flying Aces let us down at Ferrari World, but it is what it is. I just went to see it off-ride. I wasn't even bothered about the ride.
You look so dumb right now.
Just that lighting and the smoke and the effects was something I wanted to see for a long time, but not much you can do. We're going to go and have a look around Gotham now and see what rides we can find. Alright, well, we've walked onto this Batman ride. I have absolutely no idea what it's about, just read the description. It says it's a dark ride adventure. It says it's thrilling. There's some drops, spins, and all those other things, so it's all ticking the boxes. Let's go and see what it's all about. Oh my God! I can't believe it. It was a Kukulkan. It was like Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. I had no idea it was going to be that ride type, and they have done it so well. Like when we walked in, the theming was quite cool, and then we went into like this fake lift scene, or I don't know if it was a real lift actually, and then you get a little bit of a pre-show video from Batman himself, and then you go through into like these caves. It's so atmospheric. And when I got into my sort of loading bit, waiting for the doors to open, I was watching the loading screen and I was like, it's got over-the-shoulder restraints. I was like, I had no idea what I was going to be doing. And so you load yourself in and then it pulls away and then you immediately go on your back. And I was like, I know this movement. And then suddenly I realised, like, we were moving through some stunning sets, like huge set pieces in there. And then, of course, you see the domes. And if you know about Forbidden Journey, you know about the dome screens. And a bit like the Harry Potter one in Universal, they're not the clearest, so it could make you a little bit prone to motion sickness. But you went from screen to screen, practical set to practical set. It was outstanding. Another world-class dark ride, absolutely. I had no idea there was even another Kukulkan attraction out there. And then there was a couple of AAs at the end, a Joker AA and a Batman AA. It was fantastic.
Watch and see how easy it is to win a nice prize. The finish line wins. There's a winner every race. So come on, give it a try.
This area is just so insanely well themed. You've got like the Joker fun house here that looks like a walkthrough of some kind. We're not going to have time to look at it today, but wow, that like the whole facade of that is absolutely stunning. Just this place is just blowing me away in here. And then of course over here you have got Riddler's Revolutions, which is sadly closed today. I just have to deal with watching it on YouTube, and then maybe I'll be back one day. I'd love to come back to this place, that's for sure. Right, so we walked into the cartoon area, and the first place we have come to on the left is Annie Mayhem, and according to the signboard, it says it's an interactive dark ride. Looks like it's trackless as well. So let's go give this one a go.
Where quality is our #1 dream. We're glad to have you aboard here. Properly by every customer. Area tools. This is your...
That was a very cute interactive dark ride. Again, brilliantly immersive, big practical sets. The screens, by the way, were absolutely crystal clear. You know, sometimes on those interactive rides, the screens aren't very good. They were beautiful, especially when you went into like this space room scene. I was rubbish at it. I'm rubbish at all shooting rides, but it was good fun. Again, they're just, everything they do, like from the queue lines all the way through to the rides, these are very, very immersive. No real big coasters here, but every ride so far has been incredibly well themed and immersive. So we are about to do what I think is, it's very dark. It's gone very dark in here. Fast and Furious, I think. I think this is the only roller coaster in the park. Looks great from the outside, like wrapping around all the little mountains and so on. And again, the theming in the queue line is absolutely amazing. So let's go see what I think, I'm probably saying the wrong thing, I think is the only coaster in the park. Let's go see what it's all about. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. I thought it was going to be a quite simple little kids ride with some nice kind of rocky theming going around. It was more intense than I was expecting. Yeah, it's still definitely a family coaster, but of course, because this park doesn't seem to want to do things without any theming, you go up the lift hill and there's a little dark ride scene, a drop, and the first drop, albeit it's in the darkness, feels quite good, and the rest of it is actually more intense than I was expecting, and I do really enjoy the way it flies over the land like that. It was a good little ride. It's definitely higher up than some of the coasters at Motion Gate, that's for sure. Right, we're really running out of time now. We've got about 45 minutes left. We've spotted there's a little water ride here, Flintstones Bedrock River Adventure. I don't think I've ever done a water ride or a log flume inside before, so this is going to be really cool. Once again, another excellent ride here. This park hasn't missed at all. I know we haven't done everything, but the Flintstones River Adventure was very cute, really colourful scenes. You know, there wasn't like full-scale animatronics or anything like that. There were a lot of just sort of puppets that move, have slight movements and stuff, but the audio was great. Like I said, beautifully lit, loads of colour in there. And it was good fun, a little turntable just to move you around, and then the drop was alright, got a little bit of a splash, nothing major. A great ride, and just felt unusual being indoors and doing a log flume. It was very good. I forgot to film an outro.
Why are you the way that you are?
So as I said at the end of this vlog, we were in a rush, we wanted to get a couple more rides in, and then we had to dash out, get in a cab, and back to Dubai again. So yeah, forgot to do an outro. So here it is. Bros World Abu Dhabi is one of my favourite theme parks I've ever been to anywhere. And I'm saying that based off a very short amount of time there. Like, I would love to go back. It was absolutely brilliant in there. I loved the kind of indoor setting. They could really play with the atmosphere, and brilliant dark rides, some world-class ones in there. If you're purely a coaster enthusiast, probably not going to be the park for you. There was only one coaster that I saw and went on, which was still great, but if you're a pure thrill seeker, it's probably not going to scratch that itch for you. But if you love theming, if you love dark rides, this park was up there with any I'd been to. I don't think I mentioned it in the Ferrari World or this one, but pricing again is very similar to Motion Gate. It is quite pricey. I think it's around 60 to 70 pounds. I think with Ferrari World and Warner Brothers, they do a 2-park 1-day ticket or a 2-park 2-day ticket, which is obviously going to offer you savings. But yeah, they're not cheap to go to, but
I don't feel ripped off for that price at all. I don't think this is a place that I'm going to be able to visit all that often. And given the kind of amount of thrill and coasters at Ferrari World and then the level of theming and immersion at Warner Brothers, I think it's worth the price. So that is going to do it for episode 3. Thank you so much if you watched it all the way through. If you don't subscribe and you would like to subscribe, that would also mean the world to me. Comment and, you know, all that lovely stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and